Six-letter word. All right. Here, the first column. The first one. The first column. Are we there? Page 44. Six-letter word. First column. The first what? The first row, the first column. I take that. Purple. Orange. Family. 12. Go dad. 30. Donate. People. Future. Heaven. Banana. So when we see this banana, what comes to mind? This comes to mind that food, fruit, what we want, what we eat. Fruit, first. Fruit. Another thing that comes to mind is food. It's part of our food, okay? What we feed on. Food. And this can also comes to mind that what is sweet. We call it what is edible. Yeah. Yes. What is sweet? What is edible? Mama, banana, is it the same thing with cola nut?
No.
Taste.
No.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I mean. That is what sweet. When I think of banana, I'll not think of cola nut. I'll not think of bitter leaf. So that is what I meant by we think of edible or sweet. This sweet. So other word for sweet is edible. Yes. Something that is sweet. All right. Edible.
Edible. When I speak English for my shop, people laugh.
Mama, that means you're going to pay me plenty.
If somebody say, you're welcome, as you say thank you, you say you're welcome. I said, no, it's not so.
My pleasure.
It's my pleasure. They laugh. I say, that's cool. They laugh. I said, okay, stay there.
Mama, you did not tell them that you have a solid teacher like that.
One of my friends asked me, I told him that I used to go to school.
Okay, go to
So
school.
he asked me that, which course am I reading?
Okay.
So I don't know the answer.
Okay, you can tell the friend that you go to that you are going to preparatory school. Preparatory school. So if they ask you, what's the meaning of preparatory? That's when you go and what about. Just tell them that it's a school to what? It's a school they prepare us for exams.
Prepare for
Exams. You understand me?
okay.
Yes. Except if you are bold enough. Right? If you are bold enough, if you don't be ashamed, then tell what person that you are going to adult what?
I told you.
Adult school.
Okay.
If you are not ashamed, tell the person that you are going to.
If I'm not ashamed.
And tell the person that you are going to
But
adult
if I
school.
want to show them paper, I should say,
No, if you want to do a VC, if you want to do a VC, Elizabeth, you want to show a VC, just say that what like preparatory school. So if they say they don't understand, just tell them that oh, we are going to the school that they prepare you for what? They prepare you for what? Exams.
So I can't forget what you teach me.
So, Mama, can you now see all these my fake students now? Mama, can you see all my fake students now? Because if I ask them that they will pay me, they will say no, they don't pay me. Now see them now.
Two people should pay.
I can't forget what you teach me last time.
What you taught?
What you taught me last time.
What did I teach
me
last
that
time?
you taught me that anybody that asks me, I should take the person paper with. If the person asks me what is meaning of paper with, I should explain to this for those who want to further their education.
And that's the same thing. Those who are prepared, they prepare you for exams. Because when you leave this school, there's no way you can from this school get to the university. You also take exam, you also take your GC, WAEC or JAM. So to an extent,
that means that
preparatory. Mama, preparatory means this to prepare. It means to prepare.
He have many meanings.
Yes, the only
as she is saying now.
Mama, the only meaning, of course, we can say it in several ways, but majorly this is the meaning now. It's a place to prepare us.
Okay.
Yes. Mama, if I don't know how to read and write, now I know how to read and write.
Yeah.
So when I know how to read and write, I can now register and write exam. Now I can now write and pass that exam.
Even many people they are asking me, this school where I'm going now.
What do you want to visit?
Yeah, I say I want to write WAEC. That is my final answer. All the way ask me, I want to write my WAEC.
Fine. Mama, it's even you that knows that. It's not even WAEC. Mama, it's not even you that knows that you want to write WAEC alone. It's you alone that knows that even apart from WAEC, you can study law.
Wallah.
That you can work, you can be a lawyer. Mama, as old as you are, you can still be an engineer. Provided you pay the price in terms of the money and the sacrifice. The money and the what? And the sacrifice. There's nothing that anybody cannot achieve. Age is not a barrier. 70-year-old man or woman, they graduated from the university. 70-year-old woman, they just entered the university. So there's nothing anybody can achieve. Mama, there's nothing anybody cannot achieve. Somebody who has a PhD today can also have another PhD. We have people that have 3 PhDs in different areas, 4, 5 PhDs. Either Japan, either Russia, or those countries. 17-year-old boy has his PhD. It was in the news either early this year or last year. 17-year-old boy is a teenager. Here that probably should be in SS3 or just finishing life or so. He's already through with PhD. He's almost in the same rank with Professor Wole Soyinka. Only that Wole Soyinka got his PhD before him.
How manage he can't get all this?
Mama, their system of education is different to our system of
okay.
education. Not in Nigeria, it's abroad.
Okay.
Yes, it's abroad. That's why I said either Japan or any of those countries. So at the age of 17, as at that time that he will be at home, that maybe at the age of 2, 3, the mother was already teaching him alphabet. The mother was already teaching him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The mother was already teaching, the father, they were already teaching. So by the time he got to school, he was able to do 1 or 2 things because they have taught him, they have prepared him from home. So when he gets to the school, all that they will teach him definitely is an reinforcement, is an addition to what he brought from home. So it's not just empty, it's been loaded from home. Now the teacher will just add on, and they will not leave him. He's been exposed to opportunities. He's been exposed to education. He's been exposed to a lot of things. So every day he learns. Every day he learns. It's not that I come to the class, after the class I close my book. No. When I get home, I still write assignment. They still ask me questions. They still expose me. They take me, they ask me to go and travel, to go to another school, to go and see how other students behave, to see a lot of things. That prepared my mind. That prepares my brain. I see that, no, this thing, if adults can do it, I can do it. What it takes them 20 years, 30 years, I can cover it in between my next 10 years. So by the time he gets towards 17, he's already a PhD holder. He's already a what? A PhD holder. That PhD that will take somebody 20, 30 years to get, probably in the 16, 15 years of his life, he has covered the gap. Because he has what? Opportunities and they have prepared him. He's been what? He's been prepared. Well what? Well prepared. So such is the opportunity that he has. Now I'll be here, I'll be fighting immaterial thing. That somebody is talking to me, and it's not the teacher that is talking to me. You think you and I were mates? No! Even all together we are students. No, but we are not mates. So what's the brag? What's the whatsoever? As young as this girl, see, as young as Teresa is, in another school, in another country, she has masters. And here I am in the same class with her. I'm making buga, I'm making shaka for what? Rubbish. So you don't go out there and meet somebody like her, you'll be ashamed to talk to her. Because when she start asking you some questions about what have you just close your face.
You're right. That's exactly good for you. You're right.
You just close your face because you are not there.
Yes.
You just like, what have you been doing with your life? Now you now take your life serious. So every other thing that comes is rubbish. Is what? Is rubbish. I'll tell you, and I always tell you, you think it's just rice and beans that brought me here. No! I begin to tell you what I've passed through to get to this place. No, you can't dare it. You cannot dare it. So that's why when I'm in your presence, when I'm here to teach, I do my work. And if you will not be serious, I'll not hesitate. Only that I'm confined. I can't behave the way I need to behave. I can't walk you out. So I contain my thought. I contain myself. Because I'm not the owner of the school. And I need to keep my job. If I have my way, some of you will not be my student. How dare you? In my class? No. Did you send me to school? Did you give me certificate? No, now. Such is it. So, Elizabeth, preparatory. Yes. What's the meaning? Is the school they will prepare you for exam, or you are going to adult school where you learn adult education? That's just your answer. Preparatory school. Yes. What does that mean? Is the school they prepare me to write what? For further exam. Yes, preparatory. Preparatory. That word, preparatory, how many words is that? 11. Now see from 6-letter word now to 11-letter word. And then say another word that you have known over the years. How many letter word is this? Prepare. Let's prepare to go to church. I'm preparing to go to school. I'm preparing to go to the market. 7. So from the word prepare, now you have what? Preparatory. Preparatory. Yes. Preparatory. 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 Now, can you see your R there? From the preparatory. Can you see your R there? If you cannot pronounce your R, then you now say preparatory. That's preparatory. So you now see where your L, where your R place importance there. Preparatory. 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 process of preparing for something. Preparatory. So when you break it into syllable, pre, then papa, and re, then tree. Now let's go. I hope we are learning.
Yes, sir.
Are we grabbing?
Yes, sir.
Any question? Any question? All right. Banana. Then I have Africa.
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 Africa. When you see Africa, one thing should come to your mind is the home of what? The blacks.
Blacks.
The black people, right? All of us that were black, our home is what? Africa. Another thing that should come to mind is this
Nigeria.
continent. It's what? It's a continent. We have all over the world, we have 7 continents.
Is it country or continent?
Continent. It's not country. It's my place.
It's what?
No, some call it country.
There's a difference between country and continent. Africa is a continent. So in this continent, we have countries. You know? So Africa is what? Is a continent. So in any continent, we have what? Countries. So part of the countries in Africa, one of it is Nigeria, Ghana, Gambia, South Africa, Sierra Leone, Morocco, Egypt, Kenya, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, and so on and so forth. All these countries comprise what? Africa. That's why I said, whenever you see the word Africa, what should come to mind? The word blacks. And then another thing about it is the fact that it's a what? It's a continent. Then we have 7 continents in the world. 7 what? 7 continents in the world. Number 1 is America. Another one is North America. But let me do it this way. Asia. Asia is number 1. America. North America. North America, South America.
South Africa.
North America. South America. You have Europe. You have what?
That's Europe. Is it a country?
It's a continent. It's a continent.
Just plenty countries.
So part of the country in it is Great Britain, we have London. Part of the country is Sweden. Part of the country is Switzerland. Part of the country is Poland. Part of the country is Rome. Part of the country is Italy. Rome, Italy. Part of it is this Russia, Germany, Belgium.
Europe is under Africa.
We also have Australia.
Australia.
So remaining one, maybe Australasia or New Zealand. Somebody can put 7 continents in the world. So the continents comprises of what? Group of what? Group of countries. So Africa is one part of what? Is number 1 out of 7 continents that we have. So in this Africa, here we have Nigeria, we have Morocco, and other countries. So here that we belong to what? Africa. So we are a continent on our own. Asia, here, this is where you have what? Japan. You have your Singapore. You have your North Korea, South Korea. You have Indonesia. You have Malaysia. You have no, Turkey is in Europe.
Turkey is in Europe, under Europe. Yeah. No.
Thank you. That's this. Thank you. We have Middle East. Middle East.
Yeah.
Middle East. If we don't call it Middle East, if they don't call it Middle East, we call it Arab world. Yes. Arab world. Or we call it Arabian world. Arabian countries. Arabian countries. This Middle East, this place, Middle East, that's where you have the Muslims. That's where you have the Arabs. Part of it is where you have the Jordan, you have Israel, you have your Lebanon, you have your Beirut, you have Iraq, Iran, part of Pakistan, and what have a bit of the Middle East or to the Asia, yeah, to your India and the rest. So these are the 7 continents in the world. So one of the continents, which is Africa, that we have. Africa, this is where we are. This is where we belong. The home of the world, the home of the blacks. So whenever you see the word Africa, what comes to mind? The home of the world, the home of the blacks. So when you say an African looks like me. This is the hair that grows. This is my skin. This is my color. This is the way we look. We have our food. We have our culture. We have our weather and the rest. It's different to what we have in the Middle East. Here in Africa, here in Nigeria, no, some part of Africa has it, but here in Nigeria, we don't have apples. But here in the Middle East, that's their food. You eat apple, the brain, the red, and what have you, till you personally turn to apple. You want to eat apple, you want to eat fruits, from morning till night, just go to the Middle East, go to Israel, per se. You want to eat fish, right? You want to eat the seafood, like these crabs and what have you. All these crabs that we saw earlier in the phone, that's rubbish. You will see times 10 of that. I'm sure some of it we see it on TV when we watch our documentaries. China, Japan, Mongolia, and all those places that they have water, that water surrounds them, So they eat on fish, they feed on fish mostly, and on what? Seafoods. Okay? Fish and seafoods and everything that they can feed on. So what brought about this now is this, brought about it, Africa. This is our home, this is our house, this is where we belong. Here, these people, Mama, these people, the Europeans, these are the people who come to Europe, they have the pointed nose. They have pointed nose. It's these people that speak that cannot speak, as if they are speaking with their tongue. Yeah. So one thing with them, their skins are what? White. Is all of them are not American. I mean, some American ladies that cut their hair, that they sell. And some of these ladies, some of these women in Asia that cut their hair, that they process and bring to Africa here. That all these ladies put on hair. Attached could be two things. It could be fiber, it could be natural hair. This bone straight that they kill themselves to buy and what have you is some of these women that cut their hair. They sell for money. Another will go, they process it and bring it for hair. And they sell 400,000, 500,000 and all that. It's natural hair. Some is not natural hair, some is rubber. But it's been what? It's been processed. So that's it. So these are the women that ask for long. It's possible that somebody will keep her hair and it grows to her waist, up to her knee level. She will just keep it. So when she trims, they will process it. They have a way of getting it value. That okay, this quality, this color, this texture, this, that. So that's what they pay them for. So they now gather everything together, process it, and package it to Africa and other places that the women add to their hair as well. Hair attach or hair extensions. Well, it's not rubbish, that's their problem now. Aside from that, they all have what? They all have values. But this is where the difference is. Hello. Listen to me. Hello. Are you listening to me? This is where the difference is. Now, is it me you want to deceive or I want to deceive you? When you are buying 500,000 hair and you are living in the village, so it's crazy, it's not crazy. But somebody that wants to directly see that earns millions can do that, and she is not crazy because our office are valued what it. No, I'm just telling you. See, I'm just telling you that we can see it's a waste that extent. At least they don't have the brain. Like somebody now, she stays not even in this good house. Is Paco house, dirty environment, village, Abuja village setting. That's where they live, that's where she lives. And she's happy to put on bones straight. But her social status is what? Irrelevant. If she goes to a particular party, she can't open her mouth. If she goes for a particular occasion, she can't open her mouth and talk to people on her table because she doesn't know anything. We cannot compare that person with somebody that works with NNPC, CBN, Blue Office, MTN, that is educated, at least probably has a BSc or so, that is educated, that have values and what have you, and works for her money, that she knows that this thing, because of her responsibility in the office, that she speaks with people, that she attends to customers and what have you. The likes of Dangote will come, she attends to them. The likes of Adenuga come, she attends to them. The like of local government chairperson, the like of Senate president, the likes of Speaker of the House of Reps. So such person, she must look expensive, she must look neat because of her office and because of what she commands and because of her responsibility. Such can put on both straight. That's where the knowledge, that's where the brain comes on board. So who are you influencing? Who are you making shakara for? Is it in the village that you are buying your bone setting? And for what? After your bone strain, I said bone setting. After your bone strain, you are still living in the village. That's rubbish now. You should not live in the village with your bone strain. You should live in the village. With people that will plait their hair. I'm not condemning people that lives in the village. At the moment, I live in the village.
No, sorry.
I'm just making what? I'm just speaking in terms of what? Priorities, values, and what have you. Somebody that will put on bone straight should live in this type of apartment.
No.
Values and what have you. You understand?
Sometimes
at least
standard
and rest.
Sometimes people buy those things because if they have God with themselves. or you buy goat, I can stay in a village, buy goat, they serve it as a service. Hair, you can bring it, anybody can buy it. She's a good hair. I'll collect it from you.
Yes.
Me, I buy hair, keep it, I know what I it.
Mama, gold, silver, what have you, is still much more valuable to what? To air. Air, over time, it will depreciate.
But
People will
It
still
will
buy it.
depreciate.
Because
But
they
gold,
need guy.
but gold, you know what? Gold, you can buy your gold now in the next 5 years.
And it
If
depends
it's
on how
not well
you
kept,
you're keeping
it
it.
will still be
It
valuable.
depends how you maintain it.
So when person buy if you want sell it, you fit sell it.
And
Yes,
if you,
sell it, it's
Mama,
expensive.
Mama,
Why not?
by the time they will sell it, probably they will not sell it among the
No,
gods.
but if it's fat, no,
But like
but
gold.
it's gold.
It's more than what you buy.
iPhone.
Or like gold.
You know why?
You don't know why what?
What did the children they do it?
I think I get from my mind. That is why I use my
The
account.
mama is
Yes.
influence.
I think get from myself.
It's what is influence that they have done. And then what has dropped on them is the fact that they want to live a fake life. People will quote, not everybody. Some people want to live an impressive life, which is a fake life. What I'm not capable of doing, so that I won't be left.
It's not a fake life. Some people
So that I will not be
can
left.
Some
So
people
such
can
is what is some of them.
Not everybody
Do that. So when they explain everything, can they actually work and earn money to buy that legitimately? That's the question.
Some of them are paying the money small.
If you want to know the I can't tell you. I want to
So who is
I'm
impressing?
telling you.
If I will live a normal life, I'll live my life.
No, if you want to make something like this, you can cut short ball.
If I want to do big boy, I should not come and teach. When I came to Tom Shegun told me that okay,
Why asking me?
I was shocked. Not shocked.
Uncle Shegun told me this is the amount to be paid and what I do that thing. I'll teach and all and earn this money. No, I doesn't want it. But if I did not come in hunger, I've not built for that job. So I give myself free. Let me come. So at the same time, I'm not going to be advert. At the same time, I'm developing myself. I'm honing my work. I'm sharpening my iron. I'm preparing myself. I'm honing my skills. So the more I teach, the more I'm able to teach more and more and more and more. And I meet several other people. I meet several students. So I never can tell students that God can use for an opportunity tomorrow. So with that, I dashed on. Now here am I, now teaching the last 2 years. So if I had come to teach, I would have met you. I would have met everybody like this since the last 2 years. And at the end of the day, when the salary comes, even if it's as low as 5,000, 10,000, it will go a long way to zero. It will go a long way to what? To zero. So if it is this man, I have, I can keep it. When I have the money, I give it to my tailor. It's so strong. I wear and I go. Either I come to school, I go to church, also. Then when you see me, you know that okay. The way you see me, you don't like, oh, you don't tell me as the Yahoo boy. No, no. How will you see me? You can be here to do and tell me to be Yahoo boy. No. You don't see me and tell me as a club person. Because I don't look it. So the way you see me, then you'll be able to say this. Then you cannot open my mouth and be teacher. Oh, then you cannot say, okay, you really looks like a teacher. You understand, Mama? That no wonder he's a teacher.
It is easy for them to get.
Because you have known the way teacher looks. So his identity is not fake to what he professes to what to be. Such is what is meant by like being a fake person. So if I'm going to be fake, then I'll not come and teach. I'll not come and teach. I'll go and look for one or two things to earn money. But the money that I'll earn, will I be able to sleep tomorrow? Is it money that I can spend, or is it money that EFCC will be looking for somebody? That's the question. All right. Good afternoon. Take. Thank you.
Something you know concerns you want to do.
Is she
Is
there?
it your money they will use to
Is it your
buy
money?
me?
Eh? Imagine I go buy me. I go buy me.
Credit card.
Oh, if you are supposed to dress well, you go back to it.
Is it this that you take care? Is it your friend that?
You don't go fit give am money as you see.
How many in a
It's not your business.
I know that you don't have business.
You know from time.
You come to the you don't say, you might go back to that. You come